What's going on, guys? Welcome to the live stream. Oh, it's been crazy. So we were supposed to do a Jeep Wrangler full car and sides and the front windshield, and then that client forgot that they were going to get their car tinted, and they're in Orlando today. So I had to change it up a little bit. I have the boss's car. Boss got a brand new car, QX50. I did the two fronts already, so I'm just going to be tinting the back half of the car, possibly the sunroof, maybe. Depends if we got the right film and how long it takes. But this is better than nothing, so we're going to go ahead and go with it. The fun of live streaming. Make sure, yeah, no, I think we're good to go. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to get you on my face. Let me know in the comments if you guys, if the angle is not very well, or if it should be better. You can let me know. Pinnacle 50. No, we don't get a lot of cancellations. The girls up front are pretty good at calling and confirming, making sure that they're like all tomorrow's appointments should be called today and confirmed that they're actually gonna be here. So no, cancellations aren't typically normal, but as y'all know, it happens from time to time. This is Pinnacle 50. It's Formula One's first line of ceramic film. I say first line because it used to be the only one, but now there's Stratus available. I did remove the doors on the front, or remove the strip, or the weather, it's the seals. And if I sound weird, I bit the hell out of the side of my tongue this weekend, so it's like, it really hurts to talk. Yeah, I'm not gonna remove them. Could I? Nah, I don't wanna mess with this. We'll just shrink it. Good to go. The hell is my spray tank? I haven't even turned the lights on. There we go. All right. Before we get started, I want to thank the sponsors for the live stream. This live stream is sponsored in part by Tint Wiz. Tint Wiz is a CRM suite designed for window tinters. From acquisition to invoicing and everywhere in between, you can run your business more efficiently and more profitably with Tint Wiz. I think that one went better than the last live stream. It's really chopped up the last live stream. Don't forget, you guys can check them out, Tint Wiz at tintwiz.com. Also available on iOS, coming soon to Android. And don't forget your free 30-day trial at sign up. Also, this live stream is sponsored in part by Dry Shrink Prep. Dry Shrink Prep is the safe and healthy alternative to dryer sheets. Well, I don't know if I should say safe, but definitely the healthy alternative to dryer sheets. For more information, you guys can check them out at dryshrinkprep.com. Changing the industry for the better, one shrink at a time. Last but not least, this live stream is sponsored in part by you guys, the viewers. Super Chat is activated. If you guys don't know what Super Chat is, it's a way to donate to the channel and help support the channel. And if you don't, at Super Chat, you can do Super Chatting at the bottom of the screen, at the bottom of the chat, actually. There's a $sign. You can pop it in there if you so choose. If you also want to donate in another way, you can go into the first line of the description, and there is a link to a tip section as well. And when you super chat or tip, your name pops up on the screen. You guys can write a little message to me, things of that nature. Obviously, all donations and tips are much appreciated. And that'll conclude the sponsorship shout out. I am going to come in here. I did try to figure out how to do like a speech to chat, and again, Matt is helping me out with that. I feel like he's helping me out with so much. So I don't have it set up just yet. It won't work on my phone, but it works on my computer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a Bluetooth dongle, and then going to get a pair of Bluetooth headphones so I can hear the chat. It'll be a lot better just because I'm a little bit more interactive. But so I'll be going in and out and then kind of checking the questions. But in future or soon to come live streams, I'll be a lot more interactive live. Marco Dorza, what up, brother? Welcome, welcome. No full car today, just the sides and the back. I already did the front too, boss's car. So that's what we're going to be doing. The Rapper, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Happy New Year to you, Mr. Cordozo. My happy New Year. Daniel, what's up? There we go. Cool. All right, let's get going on here. Feel free, guys. I did share this on Facebook. No, yeah, on my Facebook group. Feel free to take a moment to go ahead and share the live stream, maybe on like a social media. I only do Facebook. I have Instagram, but I'm not really great at it. But it helps me out, helps me get a little bit more exposure. If you guys like this video, you guys are enjoying the content, make sure to get a thumbs up on the content. That tells YouTube that people are liking it, and it helps promote the material. So today I'll be doing the sides and the back. I already did the two fronts. He wants to do the front windshield, but my boss is very, very meticulous. So it'd be better, I think for me, it'd be better to have go in and do the front windshield with my partner when he gets here. He's here every day except for Mondays. I'm here every day. But just in case, because it has happened where we're like my boss, ironically, my boss does not have realistic expectations when it comes to tint. He wants this shit perfect, no matter how many times it takes. So I don't want to do a windshield more than once. And if I'm going to have to do it, I might as well split the time with someone else. A quick wipe down here. Ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-bum. I'll be top loading these puppies. I bottom loaded the front two, but unless I know for sure how to remove a door panel or how to remove a sweep safely, I usually top load, because these right here, I don't exactly know where they're connected to, and I just don't want to damage it. So it is what it is. Beautiful interior though. I love this interior. And this navy blue. Oh. So I didn't know this. This is something new to me. Infiniti is the luxury brand of Nissan. I did not know that. Just like Lexus is the luxury brand of Toyota, and I think there was one more. Oh, and Lincoln is the luxury brand of Ford. Yeah, I didn't know that. I just found that out. Learn something new every day, right? So this QX50 essentially is pretty much the same thing as a Rogue. Which is kind of funny because my boss's mother drives a Rogue, so they both pretty much drive the same car. Hope you guys can see. This is like a little low, so I hope you're not like, hope you guys can see. Normally I would switch this over to my chest piece because it's literally right in front of my chest. You get a little bit of a better angle, but since I am doing the hatchback, the hatchbacks are better with a head mount, not a chest mount, because then you don't really get the angle. So we're working with what we got, baby. Working with what we got. Try to lower it down a little bit so you guys can see. You know what I didn't do, which I don't think I ever do, is I squeegeed the window clean and then just put the film on. I usually at least wet it down, so that was interesting. Glad it worked out. One bad thing about Lumar is that the scratch resistant coating on the film is dog shit. Like, if you don't use a brand new or a clean tri-edge or a smooth down tri-edge, you're gonna get scratches. Tiny little scratches that you'll notice, and it's obnoxious. So that's probably the biggest, the only thing I can complain about Lumar, to be honest. Besides that, the film shrinks. I mean, it's expensive, but you can just price accordingly. And even that's still too rough. I mean, these puppies gotta be brand new. And the only time I ever use like a little chiseler would be like on the sides, if I was like working some stuff out on the sides. Besides that, anything within the main film area, I typically use a tri-edge. Kind of a slower day. Very slow day. But it is the winter time, what can you do? Come on. Seems really tight in there. A little tight. We'll just get her wet and slide her in. Now I will use a Platinum Easy Reach like I'm using here, but I just use it to pull the weather strip back. I don't use it to actually touch the film. Luckily there was no tucking, if any, right here, so all this extra that was over here kind of worked itself out, which is nice. As you can see, there's a big gap. There's the top of the outside windowsill and there's the bottom, so I mean that's over 1/2 inch. Pretty sizable. Like a glove. Beautiful. That's good. And post cleanup, I don't use this towel because I'm still installing with this towel. I'll grab a different towel with some cleaner. One window down. Let me go ahead and check the chats. Let me turn off the lights. Quick chat check. Quick chat check. Quick chat check. 15 in here. What up? What up? Thank you very much for the likes. Tint stuff back in the house. What's up? Nope. No, Matt. Not yet. Not yet. I was gonna go ahead and pop the speaker out, but I think that might be a little annoying. Up. Yeah. In this whole conversation, the mic and Daniel are having, I'd be trying to talk and hear them. Which is all good. Y'all can talk. I don't care. I don't care. But when you're in my ear, though, it might be a little... I'm going to have to try to figure it out. All right. Back at it, boys. I should really have one more of these for this one. Trying to like kneel. Maybe I could just install it sitting down. That's a little high, but I think that angle is a lot better for you guys. Ba-ba-ba-bum. It's a beautiful thing about tinting new cars or cars that are 1 to 5 years old is that typically the cleaning process is much easier and much quicker. Unless they have kids, because then typically kids just tear everything up. Ba 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 bum. Ba 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 bum. I heard it shut off too. All right. I can never remember which ones like pop up and stay. Oh, super chat by Daniel Reyna. Definitely appreciate it, brother. $10 super chat. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Ah. Bossman Joe, welcome to the live stream, brother. Welcome, welcome. I don't see any questions. We're going to keep on keeping on, baby. So when I plot, I put these quarter windows on the bottom on purpose because I dry shrink most of my back windows. So if I put these on top, and like let's say I forget or someone else was working on them and they cut them, slit them, and wet them, most of the time the water drips down to the bottom and gets my back window wet. So to keep it dry, I usually put it on the bottom. That way if someone comes up, gravity and whatnot will keep most of the water away. Some method to the madness, baby. Ah! We really do need a new glass board. This glass is probably 4 or 5 years old. Longer than I've been here. And I know the cat that was here before me was rough on this glass because I could feel it every time I cut something. Because number one, I got to use a lot of pressure. I always got to stamp blades. but I can hear it when I go through the parts of the glass that are scored. I can just feel it on the blade go.
If you have any questions, let me know, but I kind of broke it up into 2 separate emails so that it would be...
Okay, so let me explain exactly what I'm doing right here. This film goes up a little bit underneath the top fin right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pretty much shrink it in quarters. I'll go this half, then the top half, and then one of these corners here, because I'm overlapping here over the mechanism, the windshield wiper. Jesus, that scared the shit out of me. Don't worry. All right, so now that I've shrunk the top half, I'm gonna move it up and kind of bend it like this, but not crease it. And then now I'll just lay the film down and shrink the bottom half. So pretty much the top half I can do in one foul swoop. Bottom half, I'll do this left section first, come all the way over here, tack this side down, and that side will start to flail like this. No worries, just kind of leave it be. And then I'll go just past the center, and I'm gonna shrink this area right here. And I only use this technique really when basically the film is larger than the workspace that I'm working with. I can't lay it down without it going up underneath too far than I would like. So same thing with like the Toyota 4Runner. You know, I do the same concept, and this method is really good if you're working on like a rag top, because the rag top is usually smaller than the glass itself. So I go even further. I'll shrink it in quarters and just be shifting and overlapping the shrink. So I'd want to go past here, but since I haven't even moved this area, I'm just gonna shrink this side. But then that way every piece gets shrunk, and there's not a piece that's not shrunk. Because the piece that's not shrunk is where you're gonna have the problems. Not the piece, but the area. Let me know too if you're an experienced tinter. If Matt or Daniel, if you guys have ever used this technique or done this technique or even seen it. I'm sure you've seen it. I'm not an innovator. But I don't think I've ever seen anyone really do it like that. Like I said, usually I'm a lot more chatty, but I bit the side of my tongue this weekend and my mouth really hurts. So I'm trying to keep talking down to a min, if you couldn't tell. Should be the, what is this one? This is the driver's side. Yeah. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. It's really hard to see the cut line on this 50. I'm getting old. If this happens to be the first time watching the live stream, welcome to the channel. My name is Patrick. I mainly do window tinting videos. Starting to branch off into automotive aftermarket videos and whatnot. But yeah, welcome to the live stream. If you like what you're seeing, I do this pretty much every Monday as long as I have a car. So feel free to subscribe, hit the bell, and that way you're notified whenever I go live, because these live streams are a little I don't want to say inconsistent, but they're subject to whenever my cars come in. So sometimes it's first thing in the morning, sometimes it's later in the afternoon, but I try to get at least one live stream in on Mondays. What I need to do is I need to get like a laser, so I kind of know exactly where this camera's pointing. It's so funny how much you learn by doing, you know what I mean? Like, I know now that this camera on my head works best for hatchbacks, and sometimes for back windows for like sedans and coupes. It's actually, I think, better in my chest. I don't remember. It's one of the two. So I guess I didn't learn much. I am gonna take some questions if you guys had any after I install this back window. So I'm gonna like point down now. So if you had any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll go ahead and run through them. What am I doing here? That's not right. Oh, it's twice. Looking for pest bear?
No, I was trying to get to the pest bear over here.
Oh, okay, I can sign for some if you want. Is it coming back? I don't know. One taramera. I need a one taramera. I need a one taramera. I was singing that song. So I grew up in California, right? Southern California. So I grew up listening to a lot of Latin and Hispanic music. One song that like I know I grew up with was One Taramera. And it's funny because my old lady heard me singing it when I was in the kitchen, and she's like, "What are you singing?" I said, "I'm singing One Taramera." And she says, "What is that?" And I totally forgot that she's born and raised in Kentucky in the sticks, so she's never heard that song. I tried to play it for her, but then my son kept messing with the old Alexa. We still going? We're good, baby. We're good. Bossman Joe says, what film are you using? I'm using Lumar. Well, actually, Formula One's Pinnacle series. Pinnacle 50 on the back end of the car. Kevin Morales says, what's up, man? I was wondering, how'd you practice when you were learning how to tint? I tinted my car, and then I tinted my car 10, 20 more times after that. Then I tinted my old lady's car. Then I started tinting all my friends and all my family's car. And once you go outside of your car, you gotta do your car like a dozen times just to make sure that you're not gonna cut shit up. You don't want to cut rubbers or do any damage. Once you feel comfortable that you're not gonna do any damage, then you want to start working on, like I said, your friends and families, and just don't damage nothing, and don't charge them, because you're using that as practice. And that's pretty much it. I did that. I think I did maybe 25, 30 cars before I just went down to a shop and started working. What software am I using? I'm using Lumar's Precision Cut. That's what I'm using for the software. I'm burning up. Ray's asking how many years people have been tinting in the industry. I've been tinting for 4 years. I think I'm gonna be. No, it's 4 years. Because I've been here for 3, and I was at another shop for 1. 4. I think I'll be starting my 5th year in October of this year. October of 2020 will be the beginning of my 5th year. All right, back at it. Time to knock out them quarters. It's better if I just go through here. Some people like going that way, but it's kind of a big stretch. I guess this isn't exactly like a Rogue. Well, maybe. It might be the new Rogue, the new model, because I know that this is a 2019 and it has this crazy curve window, and I know the 2018 Rogues will just have like the small little triangle window. So I don't know if the 2019 Rogues look like this. Matt mentioned in his last live stream that he thinks he's going to do the back window last, quarters first, because he thinks he noticed that when the back window was done, everyone dipped out, which I'm pretty sure is what happened, because we started with 13 and then now we're down to like 5 or 6. So maybe quarters aren't very sexy. So maybe I'll just save the back window for last next time. I did do a fun little vlog video. Kind of a vlog. It's not really a vlog, actually. It's like literally like a 2-minute video. But my boy had a birthday. We threw a birthday at Chuck E. Cheese this weekend, and he got to go into the ticket blaster. So I strapped a chest mount on him and a GoPro on him, and it is probably one of the coolest like POV shots I've seen in a while. Like, imagine like being in a machine that spits out tickets everywhere. Like, imagine what that looks like through the eyes of a 6-year-old. It's basically what the video is about. It's fun. You should check it out. I just uploaded it last night. All right, that was simple, that was easy. Taking my time, I just gotta kind of wipe off the glass, but besides that, this puppy is done. See if I have any questions. Questions. Oh yeah, that's a horrible view. I got nothing else to do. Put you right up here. If my hair looks crazy, which it probably does, because I had that head mount on. Ugh. Alright guys, well if you guys have any questions, concerns, shoutouts, now's the time. 2-minute warning, and then I'll go ahead and shut her down. It really, it's the slow season, it's the winter time, so it is slow for me right now. Oh man, it's 1:40 already? 1:40. So it's pretty bad lighting. This backlit thing is like not really the best view for me. I need like a light bulb or something. Oh, can I do this? I wonder if this is gonna make it better. Hold on. Light from my phone? Maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll see. All right, 2 hours left in the day, roughly 2.5. So I'm gonna have to go and I'm definitely gonna have to eat some lunch, and then I don't know. I'm kind of figure it out from here. Maybe try to figure out if I can get this damn speech to talk, text to speech going, so that I can go ahead and start listening to you guys during the stream. Jesus Hernandez says, do you tint sunroofs if it is requested? If so, how dark do you go? We have an AM film. We have a special film called AM. It's from the AM line through Lumar, and that is more of a reflective film. So we use that one. There are rumors in the industry saying that if you don't use a reflective film on the sunroof, then what you could potentially have is that the glass will absorb too much heat and eventually pop. That's always been the rumor. I've never actually seen it happen, nor have I known anyone who's seen it happen. I think it might be just one of those like tint myths, but nonetheless, that's what we do. But we do it in 15 or 30%. But the sunroofs are typically even darker than factory tint, from what I've seen. So yes, I do them, and I do them in 15 or 20 or 15 or 30 on top of the factory tint, and they decide. But usually we do it in a reflective film, and the idea is that it's supposed to reflect the light off of the glass, and in return should theoretically absorb less heat within the glass, reducing the possibility of breaking the glass. But yeah, I hope that answered that question. Sorry, like I said, my tongue really hurts, and I'm not trying to be short or not exciting. It's just I don't, my mouth hurts. All right, guys. Well, I guess now is the time. We're running right at about an hour, so I want to be. Let's see here. Viewer activity. Where's the viewer activity? Usually it tells me here. All right. Well, again, thank you for super chat shout out. Thank you, Daniel Reyna, for the $10 super chat. Definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. For all of you guys that are watching, thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to watch. If you're watching the rebroadcast, again, make sure to hit the bell so that you're notified whenever I go live, so that you can catch these live, and then you can ask questions as they come to you. Again, special thanks to our sponsors of this live stream, tintwiz.com. Go ahead, check them out for your free 30-day trial. And also Dry Shrink Prep. Check them out at dryshrinkprep.com. Additional videos for information and purchasing available on the website as well. I'm Outie 5000. I will see you guys on the next live stream.